It might be cringy at first, but it's kind of fun to think about your life being a movie, or your life being a book, or your life being just a story, and it really is. And you sometimes you can just feel like the main character, and maybe that's something cringy to other people. But no matter how cringy it is, it's kind of just a nice thing to feel, you know. Like if you feel that certain events in your life are just leading to a conclusion, they're leading to something more meaningful, then it feels like your life has a narrative, and it's not all pointless. You might think that your life is meaningless, but you look at certain movies, you look at certain novels that are coming of age, or about teenage life, or about a life that you kind of reflect, a life that's parallel to yours. It kind of feels like everything suddenly has a meaning, and it's not that the meaning is trying to answer a question. It's not that the meaning is trying to teach you something. It's the meaning is that your life happened, and you wouldn't have had it any other way, because that would have changed your experience. And you look at these coming of age novels, these coming of age movies, and it's like none of it really mattered if you really think about it logically. You could have had it another way. You could have lived your life without certain events happening, but you can you can call them canon events. You can call them core memories just because they happened and they changed you for better or for worse, and you just accept it. You accept that experience. And it's like the most meaningful things are normal. The most meaningful things can be mundane just because they happened. It's nothing deeper than that. It can be deeper than that. You can look at the specific meaning of a certain event and how that changed you as a person, but just the fact that they happened in that way makes it beautiful, makes it a narrative, you know? And I say that you're in a coming of age movie because I don't know, if you're like similar to my age, if you're like a teenager, if you're an adult, if you're just someone young, realizing things, life's not complete, life's not together. Sometimes life doesn't feel like it's getting anywhere. And just from the coming of age things that I've consumed as a whole genre, it's like I don't know what it's trying to get to. Most of the coming of age things that I've consumed, like novels and movies, they just feel like a string of events, and that's what your life is. Your life is a string of events, and I remember looking at current. I remember being a student and feeling like, damn, this is like something that would have happened in a movie. Not like a compelling movie, not like a fantasy movie, but just a normal ass movie. Just a normal movie about a teenager. And it's like, yeah, of course, those movies aren't like peak storytelling in the sense that they're fantasy or they're unreal. It's like those stories are good because of how true they are and how uncanny it feels. And it just kind of surprises me to think that I could be in my own movie and at the same time I could be in someone else's story. And when I think about it that way, it feels like I want to be good to people. I want to be a nice character in someone else's novel, you know. I don't want to be the villain in someone else's movie or in someone else's story. And I don't know, I've just been reflecting on that because I've seen a lot of movies recently about that kind of narrative where it's just events strung together and you have to kind of know that there may be a climax, there may be some pivotal event in your life, and no matter how many tears you shed because of that, no matter how much you feel because of something like that, at the end of the day, it happens, and you can't avoid it. You can't do anything to undo it. And whether you like it or not, you're gonna learn from it. You're gonna change, and just developing yourself as a character, even though certain events kind of feel meaningless. Just the fact that you're taking you're having a walk through all those events. You're kind of seeing what your life becomes right in front of you. Everything's changing and you don't even notice. And by the end of it all, you're a different person. And it feels like nothing even happened. You feel like you're the same person, but someone's gonna look at you and they're gonna say that you're not the same. But you feel the same. And you've just been subjected to all these things, all these life experiences. And you're expected to feel that you're the same person when you can never really be the same person after the same day. Tomorrow I can't be the same person I was today. Just because experiences have passed me. Experiences have passed me by, days have passed me by, years, people, memories, events. None of them can be repeated the same. And I don't even know what this video is about. I don't know what most coming of age stories are about. They're just about how fleeting it is to be a youth. In the core of it, yeah, you're a youth and you develop, and at the end of it, you're someone else. And it's like You try to think about what the point of it, what was the point of everything, and I don't know. Maybe I'm in the middle of my coming age story, and I'm trying to predict the ending, and I can't get there because I'm not there yet. But I just wanted to reflect on that and how I've if I look back at my experiences and I write them down, I'll have a story, and all I have to do is just like touch up, smooth the edges a bit, make it nice, and I have a novel, I have a movie, I have a script, I have a story, and any one of us can do that because everyone has their own experiences, and yeah, we'll have some similar experiences, we'll share the same ideals and same emotions because the spectrum of emotions that we feel, even though they might not be the same, they're within the same range and they kind of feel the same. And even though we might have completely different experiences, you and I can relate on certain things just because we're kind of the same age and we kind of think the same. And we're both young and there's a life ahead of us and we don't know what's going to happen. And maybe your story is something that needs to be told, even though you don't think about it. Maybe your story is something that other people are going to enjoy, other people are going to learn from. And even, not even just writing it down and producing it, just talking about it, journaling about it, rewinding those memories in your head and how you remember it outside of dreaming, trying to consciously scroll through that, trying to consciously turn the pages of that photo book or something, and looking at how those events shaped you, rather than just feeling like, I got here through all of this, and I'm here right now, and that's all that matters. No, it's like you're a product of all of that, and you're never really the same. And it's not that you can control what happens. You can control how you feel, but you can't control the next event. You can't really write the next scene. Maybe you can shift your thinking to think, oh, the next chapter of my life is going to be amazing, but you can never really dictate that, and it's just like whatever life throws at you, you have to take it. But I don't know. It feels poetic, and it feels cool to see like a narrative in your own story, in your own life, and how it takes you through certain things, and there are cycles and there are seasons of your life, and it kind of makes it's amusing. It's like I'm not sad about these things anymore. These things that made me cry, these things that made me feel immense pain, they made me who I am. And now looking back at it, it was just a bad chapter. It was just like a climax in my story, you know. And that's really all it is. It's just a fun thing to think about, and I just wanted to make a video about it. But yeah, that's the video for today, and I'll see you in the next one.